Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Vortex campaign with Clan Pestilens. So last episode saw the defeat of Marcus Wolfheart and his hunters by the hands of Lord Skrolk, as well as the start of a major offensive by Bubbawat and Deathmaster Snikt against the forces of Hexoatl. Now this ended in a very intense fight outside the settlement of Spectezuma, as both the Deathmaster and Bubbawat took on several enemy armies led by legendary lords like Gorwok and Akai the Wanderer. But despite the odds, we were able to overcome them and not only defeat them, but take the settlement of Spectezuma into our control as well. Now today I want to continue the offensive, and hopefully, by the end of today's episode, we will have Hexoatl under our control. Now this might be a bit of a bold claim given what we've got in front of us right now, but we're going to check it out and see if we can get past these guys. Given how much damage we did to Hexoatl in the last episode, it wouldn't surprise me if this is all they got left in the area. So, if we start left to right, let's see. We got Teheran. Right. Now he's a pretty tough legendary lord, especially given his Stegodon and his items. Now the army itself, the skinks are not concerned about. What I am concerned about is the monsters. We got Sacred Coxigors, we got an ancient Stegodon here, a feral Dread Saurian, as well as Ripidactyls and Salamanders. So yeah, we're going to have to be careful about that one. Over here, Acapadia. Okay, that's a pretty small army, we'll be able to deal with those. Over here, Mazamundi himself. Now the army itself is nothing really to worry about. I mean, they are Saurus warriors, which are pretty good units, but they're very low experienced. In fact, most of them don't even have experience. So I feel pretty comfortable about fighting that army. And then we've got Mafkatel with a badly injured Salamander and the Slime Mage Priest himself. Right. Who do we have down here again, to remind me? Bubbawat, Deathmaster, and Skrolk. Now, in my opinion, Skrolk has got the most powerful out of these three armies, so I'm going to send him, I think, off to the Floating Pyramid, assuming he can? What? Oh, right, sorry. I forgot to move him back to Stalking. I was wondering then why I could move over here, but I can't go in the zone of control. But yeah, let's get you over to the Floating Pyramid. Given what Teheran has got, depending on the balance bar, we will see about sending off one of the... Oh, okay, maybe not. I was going to say about sending in reinforcements if needed, but it doesn't look like it's going to be the case. Right. I'm quite happy to auto-resolve this, but let's see if we can make anything go in our favour. So, Lightning Strike will give us a little bit more. What about the Menace below? Okay, there was a slight jump at 4 uses. Now I don't think there's anything else I can do really, so let's hit the auto-resolve. Okay, close victory. We were outnumbered, but we were able to defeat them, although we lost nearly a third of the army in the process, and we almost lost a couple of units here. You can see the Censer Bearers as well as the Chosen of Pestilens came close to being destroyed. Now this actually reminds me of something I saw recently. Now I'm not a big follower of other YouTubers that play Total War titles. I play a lot of it myself, so I don't always watch other people's. But I do watch certain videos sometimes, just especially ones which get early access to DLC, free DLC and so on. So recently I was watching Thoric Ironbrow campaign with Janet on occasion, and I noticed in his video, and he mentioned about it later on then, that the auto-resolve is going to be changed, it seems, with the next update. Now, normally, as you guys know, there's a balance bar at the top here, and then you hit the button, and then you take a bet. Good chance of you winning, but usually, you know, it's up in the air. There's a random element involved. So you could lose a unit, like I nearly did, despite the fact we had a massive bar in our favour. But the new mechanics, it seems, which apparently are going to be implemented in Warhammer 3 as well, are going to make it so it's much more straightforward. If you go to auto-resolve, it will tell you at the bottom what your chances of victory are. So, are you going to get a close victory, heroic victory, major loss, that sort of thing. It will tell you how many units or models you're going to lose, and it will also highlight, like with flashing red or something, if you're going to lose any full units. Now that to me is much better, because there are a number of times in my campaigns, and no doubt for you guys as well, where you end up having to fight a battle you know you can easily win, simply because you don't want to lose a unit that might be badly injured. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and seeing what actually happens, because it will give you that much more information to use, you know? But anyway, that's enough of me talking. Let's go and do this. Now we could sack it, but the thing is, we came very close to losing up all our movement range. So I'm just going to go ahead. We'll go level 2. There we go. I picked up the sword, a swift slaying as well. Excellent. So that's you done. Let's get Babarat up next. Now given that this army is pretty crap, and so is Mazamundi's. Oh, I was expecting the Bandspire to be a little better than that. No matter, we'll send the Deathmaster in as well as reinforcements. And that should be enough for us to win. So let's move you maybe just about here. Give you a second to get into position. We'll move over to Babarat. And let's see. Oh yeah, much better. So, is there anything else we can try and do to help things out a bit? We could use some uses of the menace below. To be honest though, we got more than enough, I think. Let's hit that.
Get out of my way!
There we go, lost a few units here and there. Sorry, models. I keep saying units, where it's not obviously a full unit, it's the models or soldiers in a unit. But yeah, ultimately we still managed to win. We can get 5,000. We got plenty of movement with these guys, so we'll sack it this time. Picked up a Dawnstone, very nice. Defeated you, and then let's use the Deathmaster to colonize it. There we go, perfect. So we now got the Floating Pyramid, the High Sentinel, and we wiped out most of Hexoatl's forces in the area. We only got this very tiny one up here, but this should be easy pickings for the well, for any of these guys actually. Now as for you, let's get you up here. Just in case we decide to use him to colonize the Monument to the Moon in the following turn. So then you've moved. Obskeef. Now I could get Obskeef to actually march up to investigate the area, but since it's actually within range, let's go and investigate the Monument of the Moon. Search the ruins and see if we can pick up any trinkets. I mean, we are needing magical items, and while they're not the powerful items in the game, it's still handy to get every so often. So which one is by itself? It's this one. There's no other three-tiered pyramid, so click that. We picked up the Obsidian Amulet, 20% magic resistance. Could come in handy against the lizard men with their powerful mages. But for the moment, you did a good job, Obskeef. Let's see, you guys have moved. We can send Plagwalk up. Might actually get him to just stop by and go after Acapadia's army. We can give him some extra experience this way as well. There we go. Success. Good. Skrolk has then moved. Ah, Mormel. So this is the last stronghold of Hag Reef, here at the Fortress of Dawn, which, if you remember, we took a while back, but they were able to bring in enemy armies and take it back off us. So let's go and take it back from there.
Yes.
Right. So like I was saying earlier about the new auto-resolve mechanics, it's things like this where it will be quite useful. Because the balance bar is massively in my favour, I can easily auto-resolve this. But given how badly damaged some of my units are, like, you know, Mormel's pet thing here, Slasher thing and Slayer thing, even Ekich, I don't want to run the risk of auto-resolving and losing one of those units. So I'm going to have to find a battle which I know I'm going to win, in order to make sure those units survive. So I'd much rather have an auto-resolve mechanic that will tell me for definite, right, this unit will die if you auto-resolve it, or something like that. But the other thing as well, we have fought these sort of battles many a time with Mormel, and in the interest of trying to get the game to speed along a bit, I'm going to just fight the battle. If anything interesting happens, I will show the replay like I usually do. If not, I'll see you guys after the battle back on the campaign screen. So, let's see what happens. So there we have it, decisive victory, no losses on our side, barely any injuries in fact. I think the units of Poison Wind Globe it is here, sorry, Death Globe, mortars, the Avalanche mortars, took a couple of hits, but that's about it. In return we managed to wipe out the entire enemy army. So, with that, we're going to go ahead and, let's see, how crazy do we want to go? Let's go tier 3, because it is an isolated settlement by itself. It is going to put us into a bit of a food shortage, but I think we'll be okay. But most importantly, not only have we secured now the Fortress of Dawn, but we have now destroyed Hag Grief. Finally. Now, all of this is pretty instrumental to one rat, Mormel, and his, well, massively powerful army. But he's done a fantastic job. Now, because of the Recruit defeated Lords mod, this is not the end of Malice Darkblade. We will no doubt see him if we have to fight the other Dark Elf factions. But for now, he's just going to be reduced to a soldier in another person's army, instead of a commander, a leader in his own. So, we'll check through that. We picked up a potion of speed, it seems, and a scribe. Useful. And there we go. Fantastic. Now, is that all the armies? No, we've got Asai Ishini here. Now, I was going to send you up to the north, but I just remembered, was there a situation over... yeah, here, right. We had this rogue army, the Black Spider tribe, that landed nearby. They declared war on us a long time ago, but we haven't seen any sign of them until now. So they've landed, and it wouldn't surprise me they head for the Chamber of Visions. So, let's start moving an army, Asai over there, to hopefully help and deal with the situation there. So that's you done. I think that's everybody now, isn't it? Oh, Tretch, right. So, with Tretch, I originally recruited him just to try and get some of the Steam achievements for the Skaven. So there's one for recruiting a Hellpit Abomination, which we've now done, and there's one for recruiting 10 Plague Monks into one army, which is going to be my next one. Now, it was suggested in the comments that we could turn Craventail, after I've finished with trying to get those achievements, into a fairly more standard elite army in his own right. He does provide bonuses, I believe, for the Storm Vermin, so maybe getting a bunch of Storm Vermin in his armies, a few monsters, as well as maybe a couple of Plague Monks, but maybe stay away from the massed artillery and instead focus on just, weight of numbers. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. For now, though, we're going to get rid of that, because we no longer need it. Let's move down to Subaltern, because then we'll be able to recruit our Plague Monks. Now we need 10. Okay, so we'll go once. There we go. 10 of these guys, and one of him makes 11. So we'll have to wait till our next turn. If I am going to go with him leading an army, let's get started, I guess. We'll get some Storm Vermin recruited. I'll go for some of you guys to start things off. Or better yet, we'll do that in a minute. And what I'll do is, over here, if we haven't done it, yes. Okay, we'll swap this over to Martial Planning so we can get those bonuses. I'm sure that will help out when it comes to recruiting his army. And yeah, we'll go from there, actually. In fact, did I just get reminded? Yeah, exploitative planning. Okay, we're going to go through now. We've got 33,000 tokens to spend. And there is another achievement for getting 3 Temple of the Horned Rats built. So we'll grab that here in Oxel. I'm just going to have a quick look through these settlements to see if there's anything that we particularly need. So, Quetzal, we could actually buy that from Scry. We'll check the map in a minute. But for now, though, you're okay. Grackmore Crater. In fact, hang on. Oh no, we can't do commandments anyway. Okay, you will keep for the recruitment. Same for here. Alright, Miner the Bearded Skulls. I'm going to switch this over to Exploitative Planning for extra food. While we're not desperate for food, it will be just useful to have. We'll let that keep going because we can get the Forgotten Isles up to level 10. I'm sure there's a couple though that we're close to doing. Right, Spectre Zuma, let's upgrade that. We'll get that as well. Okay, well, Springs of Eternity, we'll keep those, and you know what, we'll get rid of that for the moment. We can replace it with food then. likewise here, let's get defenses for each of these. They don't have any unique resources apart from the iron here. So, do we really need the iron? I suppose it will come in handy, wouldn't it? Okay, Great to the Isle, 7 turns away from being fully upgraded, so I'll go ahead and get you to make food. You're okay up there. Torelazor... Public order is going to be relatively okay, I would say, especially as we continue to upgrade. So we'll go ahead and get that instead. Fortress of Dawn. Let's get rid of that. Let's grab one of these. Get that. Oh yeah, and switch this over to exploitative planning. Okay, the capes can have the same. We'll go ahead and give you that. That's been upgraded already. Okay, I think that's everything now. So we've still got 19,000 to spend, so let's just very quickly then go through, see if there's any final upgrades we need to do anywhere. Sorry about the map jumping all over the place, just because I'm going through extremely quickly with this. I suppose we could upgrade to Alazor. Nah, we'll leave it for the minute. Instead, let's get better defenses here, just in case. Everything else seems to be fine. Okay. Assign points. So Lock Ishini will just give you spreading public order still. Deathmaster Snick, what to give you? We'll give you Runes Maker. While I haven't been massively impressed with his combat abilities so far, I think that would be something to help him out a bit then. We'll give Arcane Conduit to you, Mormal. Ickbolt will give you Fleet-footed. Plague Rock can have Gutter Runner at this point. Ekich. He's finished. Oh, give him Howling Warp Gale. That'll do. Okay, Shab. Continue giving you Counter Strike. Fadareef. I suppose we could actually give him Skitter Leap. I suppose he'll fill up his spells. I mean, I don't particularly like it, in all really. It's just like basically using concealment bombs in an army that has a lot of concealment bombs. But we need to spend the points, don't we? Right, what was the last thing I want to check? Oh yeah, diplomacy. So the two things I wanted to look at is, first of all, if there's any more trade or anything we can do with any of the faction. So we can't do that with you yet. Can't do with you. Nothing with you. Nor you. Okay, maybe trade? That would be good if we can get that. And we can. Okay, that's nearly what? Gonna get us up to about 10,000 a turn? Oh, that would be nice. Everyone else, I doubt we're gonna get anything. But let's have a quick look at the region trade-in. So if we go to purchase, we want to buy from Scry and Quetzal. So we can get Quetzal at the Temple of Kyra. Let's go for Quetzal first, because it is the most expensive, and more importantly, it gives us the whole northern jungle under our control. Now, given that we've already got 4,700 here, that's going to help things out, ain't it? So, we'll get rid of the clan armory, we'll get rid of that as well, and then we'll just swap them out for, well, money buildings. We can also give this a thing, so let's go ahead and give you... You know what? Let's just go for exploitative planning here as well. And yeah, 11,500 a turn. Okay, finally, in turn. Now, the second turn phase is going to give me an opportunity to talk to you guys about the campaign and the fact that we're coming to the end. Both with the campaign itself and the fact that we've got the DLC coming out next week. So what I was thinking is that if we keep to the regular schedule, there will only be one more episode after this, the episode that comes out on Monday. There could be two if I record the next one in advance. So, you know, for Friday's one, I record earlier in the week so we can get it done. But what I'm thinking is, I would like to finish this campaign in particular With Mucilon, I'm just happy to let things keep going until we get to a satisfactory point. If we can kill off the Wood Elves, for example, and take Carcassonne, I'll be quite happy. But with this one, I want to finish the campaign. So what I'll do, I think, is after this episode, I'll be spending the next few days basically just recording episodes as often as I can until we get to the finish. So what will happen then is, basically, I don't know how much advice I'll be able to take from you guys in the future, so if you want to provide any feedback or advice, tell me in this video, and I'll be able to act on it in the future ones. Otherwise, I'll just be jumping ahead, trying to get as much recording done as I can, so we can get the campaign finished before the next DLC comes out. We don't need non-aggression with you. There's no need, you're such a crap faction. But yeah, that is just something I was thinking about doing because, like I said, I would like to finish this campaign in particular because it has an end goal. With the Mucilon one on the Mortal Empires, we were just having some fun. We were playing around, we've conquered most of Batonia, we've really given the Empire a run for its money, with us taking about half of the Empire itself. So, yeah, I'll be happy wherever we end things there. But we'll see what happens here today for now. Oh, Farmont is so close to Swamp Town. I have no issues if he wants to go up and burn Hexoatl to the ground, but I'd rather do it myself, so we can get the other achievements. But anyway, Order of the Dragon Lord completed their ritual. Critical failure by Ihi Egam, that's good. Space and Jungle destroyed, eh? Chamber of Visions has been besieged, and we've now got new warpstone uses. Now, most importantly, is going to be that casualty replenishment. I don't even know how high it is right now, but it must be massive. Waiting. Right. Let's get going. So we got 20,000. Let's first of all move up to here. And we'll get Skrolk to go after Tic-Tac-Toe. Should be a pretty easy fight. Goodbye. Alright, decisive victory. This time around, I'm going to just eat the captives. Out of the sky, so extra movement and line of sight. And a channeling staff. Well, that will be useful. Can we attack? No, we can't take Baharex this turn. We'll move you up though so you can get some replenishment, and then we'll go after in the following turn. But for Vectec... Nah, you already got that, that's fine. Might give it to more Mel then, the magical item we picked up. Alright, but that's you done. Out of you guys, let's send a Death Master to colonize the Monument to the Moon. Any second. Sure, go ahead and do that. And then, what do we have here? Coloca. They do have a Dread Saurian, Ancient Salamanders and that. But what I'm thinking is, we'll use the Underway. And let's see if we can just jump over. I mean, it could be pretty impressive if we just attack Hexoatl straight away. But no, I'd rather try and take some territory around here. So we could actually just push straight to their capital, Skeggy. But... now let's just jump over to Port Reaver. That way then, if this Chaos Army attacks Swamp Town, we'll be able to just recolonize it, but we can always stay ahead of them then for the future. Although, saying that about this Farmont here, maybe it would be in our best interest to actually go after Hexoatl itself, before he attacks it and potentially burns it down. Oh, we'll have to think about that. Okay, Plague Rock, let's just get you up to here. You can scout things out for us. Asai, Ashini. Let's switch you back over to normal stance for the moment. And then you can start heading over to deal with Zaja Naxotus. That's a fancy name for a Goblin Great Shaman. Alright, so that's you done, that's you done. Mormel. I'm going to get you heading back, but at this point of the campaign, I think we will not need him to go after Hexoatl. So I might just move him back towards our capital, ready for us to do our final ritual. Because where do we need to go? Oxor is here. Now, in fact, how much longer we got? We're currently making 77 warpstone a turn. And we need to get how much? 5,000. Oh, wow. Okay. So we need about 10 more turns before we're in a position to do the ritual. And then of course we've got 20 turns for us to survive the final ritual. So yeah, we've got a little while left, and I think that will give us plenty of time for me to move armies back then after we've taken Hexoatl. But yeah, I think Mormel will be more useful just heading back here to secure our territory. Don't care if the rest of Lustria burns down as long as we secure all the ritual sites. So, Craventail has got one more turn. I'm quite happy about that. In fact, let's go back to you a second. We can even get started then on the next units. So let's get 4 of you guys to kick things off. And I suppose we can get one of you guys. In fact, that should give us a nice strong solid front line. 8 of them. Okay. Opski, I see what one could try doing. Might be a good idea to maybe try and block the army. I have a feeling he's going to go and attack Swamp Town. He might need to in order to get past it to head up towards Hexoatl. But if that's the case, what we'll be able to do then is jump over and attack Hexoatl with both Skrolk and Bubbarat. Yeah, that's what we'll try and do. Okay, research none available. We also got one to try and do 40 research, but I don't know how much more we've got left to do. So, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. We've got 11 more researches we need to do then in order to finish off that achievement too. So, I don't know how much more we particularly need to try and get. Maybe we can just start improving our rats. We could go for something like that. We'll get Upskiff to steal technology as well. And with the other 20,000, let's go on here a second. Clan Molder. Oh, we can actually take territory from Clan Molder, right. Let's take the Temple of Clara for now. Who else can we take territory from then? Or is it just the fact that Dagrock's End? We could take that from the north, I think. And Ironfrost. You know what? Sure. Let's take Ironfrost. There we go. We now secured the Creeping Jungle. Alright, to upgrade the temple straight away. We'll get that going as well. Get that built too. And then, if we head back up to the north... Bear Island. Oh, did I not buy Ironfrost? I could have swore I just did. No matter, no matter. Okay, back to the Creeping Jungle. We'll go ahead and exploitative plan for more food. And there we go. Oh. Okay. So now we got Croc Gar coming to attack us with an army. Okay. Banspar is 50-50. To be honest, I would say we've still got a good chance of winning this. So, yeah, let's fight this battle. We'll grab a couple of uses of the Menace below, just in case. We don't want to go too crazy, though. We'll just go for 2. Sure. Let's fight the battle. So here we are, as the Pox Templar himself prepares to take on the last offender of Hexoatl. Now, if I bring up the UI a second, you can see that we're about 2.5 minutes in at this point, or 2:24. And the reason why I've skipped forward a bit of the battle is because I'm waiting for the Lizardmen force to attack us. Now, you may have noticed there's some fireworks already going on in the distance. That's because I summoned in a unit of clan rats, hoping to try and get all these source warriors to attack it, so I can catch them in one position for me to use the plague spell. Unfortunately, they just ignored it and allowed the Whipperdactyls to go after them instead. Just one of those things. But in the meantime, the enemy has started to come a bit closer. We've managed to get some damage done to the Dread Saurian, thanks to Ikit Zap Zap, that you can see blasting away at the side here, going right towards it. I love the little animations when you see, like, when it gets badly hit, it does this whole thing, like, as if it's been actually smacked in the face by something heavy. So you've got to, and go back. So that's really, really cool. But anyway, as the enemy have come into position, you can see Quackgar, for once, not on his Carnosaur, but actually on a cold one. He's charging straight towards my unit of Plague Rats over here, and everybody else is just running to get into close combat as quickly as they can. You can see these Temple Guard have got their shields up as I'm plummeting them with the slingshot from my sneakers in the back, and otherwise I'm just really waiting for people to get into position. You can see I've got Bubba Rat about to charge forward to attack Quackgar. Unfortunately for us, the battle between them would not be fair. In fact, it would be very one-sided, apparently, according to the tooltips. But I was hoping that between him, a Loch Ishini back here, as well as the Death Runners over here, there'd be enough of my forces to be able to whittle him down. Of course, when I speed things up, I didn't quite take into account at the time the Dread Saurian charging right into position as well. But we're going to have one hell of a duel going on right here. As you can see, the Brood Horror, I should say, just wham! Lots and lots of stuff going on right here. The game can't keep up on my screen. But we've got the Whipperdactyls, we've got the Bubba Rats, we've got the Septic Spears over here, the Plague Rats. Like I said, back here, we're going to have, like, the Death Runners come running into position here. I've started charging down the Septic Guard as well as my Horned Rat's Fury units in order to try and swing around the flank, ready to go after these units. The Septic Spears are going to go and try and pin down the Temple Guard over here. And across the line, we've engaged the enemy with our Plague Rats. Now, in particular here, I've activated the Pestilens Clan Stone in order to buff up our forces. And with Vectic, I'm actually slicing. Vectic is with Skrolk. I'm going ahead and actually getting rid of a lot of the enemy's armor to try and help out our forces a bit. And then finally, over this side, we're doing a similar tactic. I'm running in my Septic Spears to deal with the Saurus Warriors. I got the Septic Guardsmen who's going to be running around the flank to try and either outflank them or go after the Salamanders over here. And otherwise, it's just a case of waiting for us to whittle them down. So if I bring things back up again a little bit, you can see the Whipperdactyls have had a rough time of it. They've already been smashed to the ground rapidly, and as a result are starting to retreat already. Now I was surprised to see though Quackgar taking as much damage as he already has in this fight. I was tempted to send a Bubba Rat to go and join in the fight, but I figured he'll be better off, given he is anti-large, to go against the at-large Dread Saurian right here. And between Ikid Zap Zap and his own combat abilities, we're going to see him soon defeat this massive creature who just slams to the ground right in front of my rats. Now with the Dread Saurian defeated, I can now go after Quackgar, where between himself, a Loch Ishini, and my other units nearby, it should be a pretty easy fight. Over here, you can see the Temple Guard hanging on quite valiantly against these Septic Spears, but I decided to go after the weaker units of Salamanders back here, using the Horned Rat's Fury, and, well, they're doing a good job against the Salamanders. As we go back over here now, with the defeat of their Lord, you can see a lot of their forces are starting to waver and retreat. A couple of units still hanging on in there, like the Source Warriors here from the Temple Guard, as well as the Salamanders over here. But very quickly you can see the battle bar swings back all the way to my favour, and we've won the fight. We have taken a few casualties across the board. You can see, looking at the health bars, a lot of my forces are about half health or so, but generally we're just fine. What I'm doing at this point though, because I can't remember whether or not if we defeat an enemy who attacks us in the underway, that we can eliminate the entire force in one go, or we have to chase them down. I wasn't too sure. So I've just got my forces chasing down whatever they can. Bearing in mind that Skaven, when they're in large units, don't tend to move quickly. So I'm trying my best. But with this victory, I think it's a good time for us to head back to the campaign map. So there I have it. A close victory. Although we wiped out most of Quackgar's army, including killing Quackgar, or wounding him I should say. And we managed to destroy the Dread Saurian without really much issues. It killed a few of my units, my models, admittedly, but I believe it was Bubba Rat that got the final killing for him. So yeah, wasn't too bad. Not going to get much replenishment from that, so we're just going to go and sell them off instead. Hopefully, though, the army's still pretty good strength. We'd be in a position, hopefully, to go after, well, Hexoatl in the following turn. Oh dear. Poor Zaja. So as you can see, the Black Spider tribe came to attack Asai Shini, and it's not looking good for them. So, yeah, goodbye. I like the wheel spin just there in order to go over the body. That was cool. Yeah, we'll take the warpstone. We're in friendly territory, so we have more than enough replenishment for the army to get back up to full strength. And I got to see now, do I need to send it off to support the attack against Hexoatl? Or should we be okay at sending it back in order to start defending our own territory for our rituals? To be honest, I think that might be the best plan for them. Vermont. Right. Okay, we definitely then want to make sure we take Hexoatl ourselves. We're gonna go do that. Sure, we'll take the food this time. And they're going to come back for round 2 eventually. Gotcha. Right then. Any second. Thank you. Okay. Lord Skrolk has been blocked, unfortunately. Let's see. Defeated Croc Guard. All these pop-ups. Jesus. Right. Right. So, Hexoatl is going to be a tough nut to crack. Right. You can see it's got nearly a full stack as a garrison, and if we can use... not upskeef. Bubble wrap. Oh, we picked up our achievement now. The Master of Contagion and Disease for getting the 10 Plague Monks in the one army. But anyway, Plague Rock. If we get you up here a second. Let's have a look. We got Tetu Echo. Okay. So we got you in there, currently. Let's get you to... attack the garrison for me. Picked up a scavenger. Okay, successful. Right. So what do we have to deal with? We've got 2 ancient Stegodons, Pterodon Riders, Croxagors, 4 units of them, Feral Carnosaur, Skinks. Unfortunately, that's in the way, so I can't see those. Skinks, Temple Guard, Skink Priest, and a Saurus Scar Veteran. Okay, this might be a little difficult. Alright, let's see. Lord Skrolk, unfortunately, will not be able to join in at least this part of the fight because of the fact that he's been blocked. But we can still take Paharax. So, let's go ahead and get you to attack the settlement. Pretty easy fight, we'll just do that. 20,000. Oh, it is so tempting, but at the same time, we haven't got really enough movement. Sure. Right. Do we have enough movement to go after them again? We do not. Crap. Okay, that's fine. Let's get Obskeef to see about wounding this character if we can. Just so we don't have to worry about him blocking the army anymore. Success. Thank you. Right. Monid. We could send Bubble Rat to go after Monid, but I'd rather see about going after... Damn it. Okay. Okay, that's fine. What I'm going to have to do then is we're going to have to jump over there anyway if we want to be in a position to attack it. So let's do this. Okay. We'll grab and then the Deathmaster, and we'll see about potentially doing the same. Just get all the armies in one place, you know? Skrolk will have to do it in the following turn, but if we get these 2 armies to attack Hexoatl, he should be able to come in then as reinforcements as well. So yeah, we'll see if that works. Mormel then can continue on his journey. We're going to get him... In fact, we might as well just get you over to here now. And then we can use the Underway then in the future to get back into position. Tretch has now dealt with all of these, so let's keep... Let's actually get rid of all of them. And we can swap them out to have some sensor bearers or something in there instead.
Hi, chieftain.
But yeah, that's you done, that's you done. That's you done. Asai, Ashini. Let's actually get you marching up. There is an army outside the Pillars of the Unseen Constellation, so if we can get you to go after them, that will help us out. Then Opskif has done his job, and that's everybody. We've got 58,000 now to spend. Oof, what do we want to spend it on? Well, definitely want to get that. Definitely get that. Upgrade that. We'll grab that for the more foods, and likewise for here. That is being upgraded slowly, sure. Alright, Monument to the Moon, we're going to need that. We'll grab that as well for defenses. Okay, everything is fine here. In 5 more turns, we'll be able to upgrade the Turtle Isle to the final tier. Bear Island will be done in 2. Toy Lazor, let's get that. Do we really want to upgrade this as well? I suppose they would give us extra pack masters, but I'm really not fussed, so I will not bother. I'll get that, sure. Let's upgrade that and then to the final tier. We'll do the same for that. Okay, the altar can now be upgraded to tier 5 too. Does look like we'll be on track then to actually get all the achievements. So we've got wars. Let's go ahead and just give you food and money. I'll upgrade this as well while we're here. Still got 22,000. Wow. Okay, Grakmore crates, I can now get that as well. And that should be everywhere. Forgotten Isles, let's upgrade that as well, and that. And we'll go for this. Okay, that now should be everything for definite. Right, points. Let's have a look. Bubble Rats. I think now we've actually given you all the good combat stuff, apart from I'm not going to bother with Indomitable. It has been mentioned I should be maybe looking into increasing mine, or going for the looter to increase the amount of money we're getting from settlements. That could be useful, but to be honest, at this point, given how much the enemy... Well, these guys have not been attacked for some time, so as you saw when we took Power-Axe, we managed to get over 20,000 from them, and money is not really a concern for the faction. It's really trying to deal with food, but with the battles we're constantly doing, we're still doing quite well with food, so I think we'll be okay. Alok Ishini, let's just continue giving you splats. Plague Rock, sure, you can get that. Asai. We could go for this. What does he actually have in his army again? Remind me. He's got some Doom Wheels, he's got Doom Flayers. We do have the Warp Lightning Cannons. So we could go for... Sure, let's actually go for Vehicle Engineer. We've already got the Weapons Engineer thanks to Mormel. So sure, we'll grab that. Okay, Toxor. Let's just give you Howling Gale at this point. Okay, Seabrick. I think you've got all your magical spells now, haven't you? Yeah, let's just continue giving you Wild Hide for now then. Okay, Morphin Rots. Let's give you a Bone Breaker. I think that'd be quite suitable. Okay, Opskeef. We'll give you Death Frenzy now, I think. And then, yeah, finally Checkstone Diplomacy. We're still very low reliability, which has really annoyed me. But it's okay. We'll leave it here. Okay, Toxide is back for round 2. Goodbye. We managed to kill him off properly this time as well. That's good. Let's get the extra food. Why not? Oh. Okay. Well, looking at what we've got here with loads and loads of Skaven slaves, I'm not betting on my chances. I'll lose the Unseen Constellation, but hopefully Asai Shani should be able to come in and take the settlements back. Just a shame he wasn't a little closer. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, hang on. Alright. +2 equipment ranks, okay. Skip through all of these, right. Oh, we've got a dragon outside Hexoatl. Right. I wonder... Can I speak to you on the diplomacy screen a minute?
I foresee.
I doubt we can, but it'd be kind of cool if we can just get him on board temporarily. No, we can't. That's a shame. Okay, what we're going to do then, we'll grab Lord Skrolk. I suppose we could try and do that, but we'll go ahead and use the underway instead. We'll bring him so he's just right about here. Come on. I'll tell you what we'll do, actually. Why don't we just do this? Out of the two armies, Babalat is going to be the better position to go and attack the settlement. Oh, hang on. Would it be better for us to fight the garrison in open battle, or to fight it in the settlement? Bear in mind, we won't be able to build siege equipment in that. I think it'll be better for us to fight him outside. So, if we grab you, and try and move you just about, say, here. Trying to get you in the right spot there. Perfect. No one was willing to intercept, so that's quite a powerful army we've got there with him. Right, we'll then grab you, Snick, move you up to position here, and we'll see then about going after Teti Echo with Babarat. Okay, so we're in a position now, thanks to all my armies, to go after both Teti Echo, the city garrison, and the reinforcements from the new army that was being recruited. Goodbye. I know we could have fought the battle in the settlement itself, but to be honest, it's not like it was going to have a unique map or anything like that, but 17,000? Right. Oh god, these are such crappy results. Look at that, 395 tokens for this, free food for that, or 4 for that. Sure, we'll enslave them. Right. Gambler's armor, help it attendant, Tete Echo. Right. Right. Let's have a thinky here. Let's get the Deathmaster to move in and sack it. That's going to give us an extra 30,500, right? Thank you. Sacked multiple settlements. And then we'll get Babarat. I would have preferred Lord Skrolk to do this, but Babarat has also been our second longest character. I think it's just fine if we do it with him too. And we're going to go in and do this. There we go. Hexoatl now belongs to us. And we managed to get it in the way before Farmont burnt it down. Okay, excuse me, I'm trying to get Hexoatl so I can build. Thank you. Right, with all the money we've got, let's go to town here. So we can get the Stellar Pyramids of the Southern Skies, increase our Winds of Magic, Lord Recruitment, and our research rates. Quite happy to do that. Let's get defenses built. We've got a Pox Cauldron, we can upgrade that. We already got the gold mine. Let's go for the... we already got those as well. Oh yeah, there they are. Okay. Let's grab that. We will also get that for public order. I suppose we could try and get some buildings down here as well, just because it'd be handy to have them. So yeah, we'll go for breeding stock. We'll grab the construction cavern. And what else do we need? Could go for the Cauldron of 1,000 Plagues. That would be quite cool to have just in Hexoatl itself, as sort of, you know, showing off the last bit of it. But we'll go for this one, for the extra food. But there we go. We've now got the Undead Mutineers to deal with and the Monolith of the Fallen Gods over here. These guys we can leave. We can just then focus on taking this territory up here. But we did manage to achieve what I said we will do, which is taking Hexoatl under our control. So now who's left? Mormel. Let's start getting you to use the underway. You can start jumping back then towards Oxel. Tretch is in the middle still recruiting his units. That's completely fine. We'll add to the group now by going and add some sensor bearers. How many do we want to have? Say 4? Then we can have a look into some of the other units, like maybe Poison Wind Mortars, Maybe getting a few monstrous creatures back from Guacamole Crater. That could be quite cool. Get hands on some Storm Fiends. Oh, Storm Fiends. That could work. Right, we'll also get some characters while I remember. So, let's see. Weapon Master, Tough, or Cunning? I think we're going to go Weapon Master with this guy. Steep Whistlick Cackle. That's a name and a half, ain't it? And then we need a Sorcerer. We can get a Plague Priest. Vanguard Deployment, Intelligence. Given how powerful I've seen them do it, I'm actually going to go to the Mine of the Bearded Skull. Just so we can get our hands on a Eshin Sorcerer. We'll go for this one. It's the better one out of the two in my opinion. And we can easily add a few artillery pieces to the army as well. So we'll grab you. And we'll send them up then to the crater then together. Okay, that should be everyone now. Okay, Plague Rock. Let's get you over towards Marco Peaks. Just to scout out and see what they've got over here. Isaiah Shania, we can have you now go after the Pillars of the Unseen Constellation. Take that back, thank you. Alright. Sure, let's just take that. I know our food has really got a problem right now, but hopefully we'll sort that out in the following turn. Alright, but that's you now back. Alright, make sure we get that. Make sure we get that. We'll upgrade that, sure. And we'll go for exploitative planning. Get that done as well while we're here. Okay. Upskeef. Let's get you to go out to Pahuax, just so we can get our technology level back up. Thank you. If I want to try and get 40 technologies done in this campaign, I'm going to have to try and speed things up a little bit. Okay, Shab, at this point, you will finish off with Counter-Strike. Fadarif. Oh, what to give you? Finish off with Skittle. No, let's give you Concealment Bombs. Might be useful now. Asai Ishini, let's give you Brass Orbs. Toxa. Let's start giving you Death Frenzy. Okay, Seabrick will finish off now giving you Expeditious Endeavors. Morphin Watts. You know what? I'm going to give you Suspiciously Loyal, just to improve the award save for Asai Shini. Upskeef will continue giving you Death Frenzy. Seabrick Cackle. We're going to give you also Suspiciously Loyal, Paranoid Defender, and then we're just going to go to town on your combat abilities. So this, and that. There we go. We'll see about giving them some magical items as well, eventually. But for now, let's give you this one, this. Perfect. Oh, in fact, we picked up a cool magical item for you there, didn't we? Trickster Shards could give you a blast. Might come in handy. I was looking over the Challenging Staff so we can improve our ability recharge rates, get a few more spells going off. That could be quite useful. Oh, and of course, before I forget, I'll make sure to do it for the end of the next, after I finish recording. But I'll basically give out all the extra help aid attendants we've picked up as well. So, last double check, is there anything that we need to spend upgrading? I think now I've actually gone through and done all of them. Toy Lazar, you know what? Sure. Just because it's going to be telling me every turn otherwise. Okay, let's give you one of those. We'll give you some extra food for us to get as well. We can give you that too. Alright, we can upgrade that. In fact, let's go to our diplomacy a second. Because there was the settlements up to the north we can get, wasn't it? Let me just double check from Clan Mulder, which is the closest one to us. So we got Bear Island, Ironfrost is next, then Dagwag's End. Right. So if we go Clan Mulder, and I for Iron Frost. Purchase. There we go. And that's our second settlement. It's a level 5 already. Sorry, level 3. It's got these, and it does have an assassin's hideout. I'm going to disband these two. Go for the extra, for walls and that. But, yeah, that might come in handy. And that's about it, really. Canaan Craventail, well done on picking up Drill Master. Momel for Dark Stalker. Aside Shani for Builder. And let's just pop through the rest of these. Okay. So, Momel is continuing on his way back up to Oxel. We'll be able to get there in the following turn, in fact. So I'm just going to get you to come here. Now, because the children of Hexoatl have now lost, well, Hexoatl, they're going to fail their final ritual, which is fine by me. And then we'll have a look and see what else we've got. We could go after Marco Peaks, try and get there perhaps before... Yeah, we can try and get there before the dragon and chaos burns it down. And now we can secure all of this, apart from the... Oh yeah, shrine's over here, isn't it? Now, Hexoatl is leading an army here. So, looks like they're going to try and consider saving Skeggy. It'd be nice if we can just burn all of that down. And we still got the Ziggurat of Dawn and the Monolith for Fallen Gods. Right. Lord Skrolk. Let's get you out of the underway now. Can you attack the Monolith? You can. Right. You're going to go after that one next. When you're ready, of course. Okay, nice easy win. There we go. Let's sack it first. Picked up the Crown of Command as well. It could come in handy. And we're just going to do this. This time around, though, I'm just going to go ahead and just occupy it normally. Since Hexoatl's a tier 5 settlement, we don't have to really build up our levels all that much. We can easily just wait for it to happen naturally. So, especially when we start building all of these as well. There we go. So that's you now done. Babarat, I am actually going to get you to attack Marco Peaks. Hopefully before Farmont takes it. Farmort? Oh wow, that'll actually be a little bit of a tougher fight. Unexpected, I will admit. You know what?
My orders, slay no foes.
I don't see any armies nearby that are going to be much of a risk for Hexoatl, so... Is it worth me maybe sneaking... You know what, we'll do that. Let's get... you to come over here, Deathmaster, to help the attack. Alright, Farmont, Babarat. No, that's Plagrock. Babarat, now attack. There we go, that's much better. Alright, we could go and get the 27,000. I'm not going to bother. I will do this though for level 3. Picked up a Charmed Shield, right. Minus settlement, neither which have walls. Right. To give the Deathmaster a bit of time in the spotlight, I'm going to get him to go after the last 2 settlements over here. So we'll move you a little forward. And then Babarat will jump back over towards Hexoatl to hold it in the next turn. Alright, so you've now moved over to there. Alright, you now can join up with Craventail's army. Got one more turn to go. I'm going to get you over here so you can join up with him in the following turn. And then let's have a look. I'm just going to get you to scout around up here to see what we've got to deal with. And then Obskeef, you already stole some technology once, yeah. Let's get you, I guess, over to Swamp Town. We'll see if we can search the ruins. And then Asai Ishani, now that everything has been dealt with. We'll upgrade that. And then we'll get you to use the underway to jump back over towards our territory. So head towards Hexoatl. And then you can just jump over and then to here and then down to here easily enough. Right. Kayaks can now be upgraded. We'll go ahead and do that. Tower of the Stars. Sure, why not? A damaged building at Marco Peaks. That is fine. We'll just do that. I'll get rid of the construction cavern, but we will keep the Overseer's lookouts. Then let's have a look. But could give you Warp Smart, but we don't exactly have much in the way of units suitable for that. I was going to keep it with Infiltrator for now. Okay, a lock is Shani. Let's give you Assault Garrison this time. The Deathmaster, let's give you Woundmaker. Finish that off. Okay, Ekich. Let's just give you Evasion for now. And then 20,000. I think we've got everything we need. Oh wait, we still got some. We'll get that then built. So we got that built. Yeah, everything looks like it's already going to be on the way to being upgraded if it hasn't been already. Oh, here. Right. Public order is going to be a slight issue, so I'm going to go ahead and get us a Taskmaster's platform. Here, we're going to get some basic defenses. Oh, we don't actually build walls here. Interesting. It's been a while since I've built anything this side of the world, so yeah, I suppose it does explain they're not designed to be proper defensive territories. They're just encampments and the like. Yeah, let's hit enter. Ooh, test of loyalty. It is time to test just how loyal devoted your warlords are. A test is needed, but should such a trial be mental or physical? So we can go for the tail stretcher. Place the Lord subject in his device that shall pull his tail until he chitters. Then we see just how loyal he is. Improves our ambush success chance, but does reduce Mormel's loyalty by -3. Or we can use an Eshin Stalker. Have Eshin follow this one, make it known that the Watcher is always there and able to strike at any moment. This should ensure confession, yes. Gives him extra loyalty and increases hero success chance for assassins. You know what? Gonna go for that one. Picked up as well exotic martial arts. Got some raiding happening. But yeah, that was actually uneventful. Something funny did happen though during the end turn phase, right? The AI, if you remember, had Hexoatl over here, right, leading an army. What ended up happening is that they sailed out to sea to attack this army here by Morphage the Fabricator, who had an army here. And, well, Hexoatl's army got wiped out, which makes our conquest much, much easier. So, let's have a look-see. Lord Skrolk. Do we want to go for Pete the Starved, take the Ziggurat of Dawn? I think so. It's been a while since we've actually faced, whatchamacallit, Vampire Coast. Sure. Let's see what our chances are if we actually go and attack him. Oh, fairly much in our favour. Okay. Oh, we did lose the Storm Vermin. Oh, wow. Kind of impressive. That's okay, though. We'll go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and occupy this one. I can't remember if it's level 2 or level 3 we need to start building the Ziggurat. So, in fact, let's check here. Oh, level 3 we needed the Beacon of Dawn. Crap. That's okay, though. It's one of those things. I'll wait then until we get level 3, sorry, 2 population surplus, so we can upgrade that, and I'll leave the Monolith for Fallen Gods for the moment. As for you... It is tempting to get our hands on the Bearers of the Bell, to give us another unit of Sensor Bearers. But given one of the issues my army has at the moment is that we don't actually have much in the way of anti-large, with the exception of the Scourge Sentinels. I think we'll go for the Council Guard, just to add them back into the army. I think we had them a while ago, did we not? I can't remember. But anyway, we've now taken the Ziggurat to Dawn, we should be able to go after Skeggy pretty easily. How many more turns we've got? 93 this turn. Oh wow, we can be done extremely quickly, right. Okay, right. Let's get... To be honest, do we really need much more in terms of territory? Because part of me is just thinking, should we maybe just leave it and see about making peace with them? But then I suppose we can't, because we are going to go for the final ritual. We will have to destroy the faction, aren't we? Right, let's do that. Alright, just loot and occupy this one as it is. Alright, and can't even go for anything else yet. Herb Gatherer, you know what? Sure. Okay, Deathmaster, you can go now. Oops. After the Monument of the Sun. Should be a pretty easy fight for you. There we go. Nearly hit the button to fight the battle myself. That would not have been good. Let's see. Another Hellpit Attendant. Okay, attack. Sure, we'll just loot and occupy this one. Okay, let's get some defenses built. Unless we want to get Sawyer. I think we'll be okay. We'll go for the defenses. That can be repaired. Okay, then. Okay. Let's spend my money now to upgrade all of these. Since we're here, we might as well do it. Alright. Yeah, we're going to leave that for the moment. Okay, up here, we'll upgrade that. Let's go for defenses here then. Upgrade that. And that's all the money. Quickly move these. What I'm going to do with Obskeith, I think, we've still got one more turn. Why? Let's get you first of all just to... Oh, we can't. Okay, we'll just leave him there for the moment. Plague Rock, though, now that we can see, is pretty unoccupied. What I'm going to do is start moving him back down. Although, saying that, how long do you think it's going to take him to get all the way down here? It's going to take a while, isn't it? Oh god, yeah. Okay. To make him get down there a little bit more quickly, what I'm going to do is just go ahead and disband him. So we'll be able to recruit him again when he sort of comes back to active duty. Obskeith will keep you here as well for the moment. See, for here we're going to just go with exploitative planning. Here we're going to do the same. We're making more than enough money. I'm really not that fussed. Alright, you can have a Soul Garrison. Shab. Let's give you Assassin's Trophy finally. Fadaweave can give you Immortality. There you go. Okay then. We're going to leave things here now for today. Now we can pop through all of these. Oh, Obskeith got injured. Oh, that's a shame. Right. Yeah, we're going to leave things here for today. So like I said, I want to finish this campaign before the DLC comes out. So I'm going to be doing some extra recording and I'll see about uploading them as and when I can. Probably maybe start doing Sunday and just do some multiple episodes. So that way then we'll get it all done. I might skip forward a bit now as well. We've finished Hexoatl off, in my opinion. We've taken their capital, we've taken most of the area here. They've only got a couple of settlements here and here in order to take, as well as, well, along the coast here. There should be pretty easy pickings. I might just get Babarat to finish them off, or just allow, well, the Chaos guys to go after them. But what I think I'll start doing is moving units like Skrolk and the Deathmaster back down south, ready to defend our territory against the Chaos armies that are going to be spawning against us. And then we'll just have to wait for the ritual to really be finished. Yeah, we've got a little way to go, although Clan Moors is getting very close behind us, aren't they? But we should be able to actually start doing it in like 3 turns. So we definitely want to see about doing it at some point. Yeah, like I said, I think we'll use Bubble Rat to chase him down. I'll see what I do for the beginning of the next episode, and I'll let you guys know at the beginning of it what I end up doing. But, yeah, let's just leave things here for today. Thank you guys for watching today's one. I hope you enjoyed, and that you do join me next time, of course, for the end of this campaign, as we're coming up to the final parts. But, yeah, until then, guys, thank you for watching, take care, stay safe, and goodbye for now.